Hello again, and welcome to another BarefootRunningshoes.org review. Today, we have a special treat. Not to say that our other treats aren't special, but we have another review for you today from maybe a company you haven't heard of. The company name is Kigo, or pretty sure it's Kigo, that's how it's pronounced. And in particular, the Kigo Shel shoe. So what's unique about Kigo is they started getting into the barefoot-inspired shoes relatively recently, so they may not be as popular as big named as, say, the Vibram Five Finger shoes or, New Balance or Nike Free. But what makes them unique is not only do they make a very minimalist shoe, but also all of their shoes are made with what they call CycloPet, which is 100% post-consumer recycled fabric. So the folks over at Kigo were very kind enough to give us a pair of shoes to evaluate, and so I've been able to spend a couple weeks now with this shoe and walking in and running it to get a very interesting feel for it. Out of the box, they're not a bad looking shoe. I was kind of attracted to them because whereas the Five Fingers, which I think are very, very unique, it's not really a shoe I can wear to work. With these, some people might not think that they're as fashionable, but I think they're good enough. Right away, you'll notice some unique features of it, and I'll just point them out. Just so you can see the bottom of the shoe, they feature a very high-gripping circular pattern for grip or traction. The other thing, so you'll notice, I have some rocks there. Don't know if it will focus. There also has this Velcro here, and this hook. At first, I wasn't sure what the point of this was, but after reading the directions and seeing what actually happens, you can actually take this, unhook it, and actually use it as a way to kind of store. So once it's there, you can kind of fold it. Honestly, I can't see myself using that feature as often, but it is kind of unique and novel. So I have to give them credit for innovating on the shoe. But personally, I probably wouldn't use it that much. Some people actually were remarking when I walked around, wondering what this little nodule or nubbin was. So yeah, it's a very interesting feature, but something that probably not as much use. Overall, very flexible, as you can see, it twists, bends. So I wore these out to the zoo the other day and spent a lot of time in. At first, I noticed when I started wearing these with socks that this actual opening, it's a little hard to get my foot in at first, but once it went in, it feels very, very snug. So it's not like a slipper. So once you get your foot in, you're not going to feel like your foot is moving around too much, which is nice. But I think on my right foot, when I had these in, it was kind of cutting in to the top of the arch of my foot. So I actually wore these without socks and it was a lot better. Only downside is these shoes are not the most breathable, so if you aren't wearing socks, your feet will sweat a little, so it's not too bad. But if compared to, say, like the Nike Frees or those New Balance shoes, it is a very minimalist shoe. So I say it's pretty close to mimicking the feel you get with the Vibrams. It's not all the way there, but it's pretty darn close. The other thing that you can do to get a better feel for it is if you take out these insoles, which kind of slip out, it ends up being very, very minimalistic, and you actually can kind of feel the road, but still have the traction that the bottom of the shoe does provide. So I ran in these for a couple miles, and I thought it was great. And just like the fact that I can wear these every day around work, around town, and not worry about everyone staring at my feet, though sometimes I do like the attention. So yeah, I think overall they're not a bad shoe. It's definitely worth a check out if you're looking for something a little different, not as crazy as, say, the Five Fingers, but something that you can walk around and do some other sports in. They will be releasing a new update to the shoe soon, but for more information, you definitely can check them out on their website at Kigo Footwear, and you can read more about our actual review. So there you have it, the Kigos.